I'm gonna say welcome back because I'm excited today. So welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome back. So I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys the good news for today. I know for sure this was on one of my New Year's resolutions. This was one of my New Year's resolutions for the year 2020. And what's today? 2/20/2020. I'm a little ratchet sometimes, y'all. Anyway. Focus, bitch. Thank you. I passed my breathing freaking test. Okay, so I passed my test to become a certified personal trainer. I've been procrastinating on taking this test for almost a year. I bought the self-study back in May. The end of May I bought it. And at first I was like banging the chapters out, one a week, 2 a week, boom boom boom, and then like for like 6 months I just stopped. Not 6 months, but like 3 to 5 months I just stopped doing it. And then found out I was pregnant, blah blah blah, everything like that. Decided that I wanted to get certified before I had my baby, so that once I do have my baby, you know, I can step into that field, won't have any issues, etc. I want to tell you guys like how I studied and everything like that. Like I haven't taken a test in like probably 4, 5, maybe 6 years. So it was very, very nerve-wracking, but I did pass. It doesn't tell me like my percentage or anything, which is fine with me as long as it say I passed and it say I passed. I passed, bitch, I passed. But let's stop being ratchet for a second and try to tell y'all. So you have to go to a PSI location. Fortunately I did have one literally 5 minutes up the street from my house, which was like, I wasn't expecting that, but kudos to me. When you go in, they do make you put everything in a locker. Like you cannot have nothing with you, and you have to show your documentation that is required by NASM. And then they go over the rules and everything with you. Rules: I am not allowed to discuss any of the questions that were on the test, but I can let you know that it was a lot of stuff on there that I did not study, and I still passed. So I want to go over some of the studying techniques that I did use. So the first thing I did, I created flashcards. So this is pretty thick. This is about 2 things of index cards. These are all of the study guides, and then the appendix E printed out in black. But everything here is the study guides from domain 1 all the way to domain 6, and then you have appendix E. And I pretty much just put everything that I needed to know or I felt was important on these cards, which was almost everything except for the stuff that like I knew previously before studying for NASM, or something that I felt like was common sense that I would understand without having to study, if that makes sense. But it's still a lot of cards, so use your study guides, use your study guide, use your study guide. Okay, then when it came to the OPT model and everything, I did make a board, and then this is the OPT model from phase 1 to phase 5. I have what it focuses on. So phase 1, stabilization and endurance. Can you guys see? Okay, so I have what it focuses on here, the name of it, the exercises, and then the acute variables. For acute variables, I did not put all of them. I mainly focused on the resistance acute variables and the plyometric acute variables. To be honest, resistance and plyometric was the main 2 that were on the test. Everything else, I didn't really have anything on there. I don't know if the test switches every time or what, but I didn't have anything else on there. So what I did study was good enough for me. My method of studying is a lot different from everybody else's. I use mnemonic devices, I use body parts, everything. So hardest thing for me to study honestly were all of the muscles with all of the assessments. So originally, all of the muscles and all of the assessments and everything, I do have those like on index cards as well. But honestly, I was studying that for quite a bit of time, and the information just was not staying with me. It wasn't staying in my head. I could not keep it retained for long enough, and I didn't understand why. And I think it was just that it was just too many muscles that were too similar or too common, getting repeated over and over. There was no way for me to remember it myself. So what I did, and this I used, okay, so for the assessments I used like sentences, like I had a conversation with myself or whatever to remember the muscles. So we're only gonna do the first one because the rest of them is a sorta kinda embarrassing the way I tried to remember it, so y'all might think something wrong with me. But so the first one is the pushing and pulling assessment. If you take a look at both of those, they have exact same muscle overactive and underactive muscles, so I just kept those grouped together. When the head protrudes, and this is how I remembered it. Okay, so the question is, sis, you like, and the answer is duh. So this is me like okay, wait, look, this is me like head protruding forward so I can remember. So like duh. So sis, you like, S stands for sternocleidomastoid. U, just the letter U, stands for upper trap. I just always call it upper trap, but upper trap is this, I can't say it, upper trap. And then L in like stands for levator scapulae. So sis, you like, duh. The D in duh stands for deep cervical flexors. Ain't that duh? Like, okay. But the next one is the pushing and pulling assessment when the shoulder elevates. Exact same overactive muscles, different underactive muscles. So since it's the exact same overactive muscle, I kept the exact same question. Sis, you like, sternocleidomastoid, upper trap, levator scapulae. When I went to the answer, my answer was maybe, like maybe shoulder elevation, maybe, and that stands for mid and lower trap. Savage. Y'all see, you see how I remember that? When it came to like the syndromes, so pronation, distortion, lower cross, and upper cross syndrome, when it came to those three, I had 6 mnemonic devices. So I didn't want to do mnemonic devices for everything. I did a mnemonic device only for these, and then I did sentences for those so it could be easier for me to remember, you know. So pronation distortion syndrome, you know, is when your knees and your feet move inward. So when I thought of that, I thought of the pee-pee dance, like for kids. So when you do pee-pee dance for kids, don't ask me why, but with all of this Dwayne Wade and his daughter and stuff going around and people arguing about it, I just thought about biased people. So I'm like, biased people have gas. That's how I remembered it. So the first word of every mnemonic device, every single letter is used with the muscles, and that renders with every single last one of these syndromes for me. That's how I remembered it. So bias, B-I-A-S, people, P, have, H, gas, G. Okay, so I said biased people have gas. So the B is for bicep femoris, the I is for the IT band, A for adductors, S for soleus, P for peroneals, H for hip flexors, and then the G is for gastrocnemius. Now, I said gas because I could have said anything else, but I said gas because gas and gastrocnemius would help me remember that it was for the gastrocnemius, because in the other one, for the lengthened muscles, there are a few G's. So it's very helpful. Let me just fold this up because I don't want y'all to see the next one. The next one, if y'all think this one bad, the next one even worse. I'm trying to tell y'all, they even worse. They get worse. But boom. How I remember some of the acute variables here, to be honest, I did it like this. Okay, I just like remembered numbers for some reason. So there's 5 phases. For the sets, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first number in each set going up. That's why I got phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First number in each in each amount of sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Second number in each amount of sets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. So that's how I remember the amount of sets in each phase. That's for resistance training. And then for the reps, I just remember 12, 20. Once you go from 12 to 20, you go to 8 to 12. Once you go 8 to 12, you go 6 to 12. And then it's 1 to 5, 1 to 5. Don't know why I remember that. I just remember that. Ventricles and the atrium. So this is my right side, this is my left side. Right side is deoxygenated, left side is oxygenated. So deoxygenated, oxygenated, AV, AV, 2, 2, from 2, heart, lungs, lungs, body. That's how I remembered it. Don't come for me, okay? I'm trying to help y'all out. This is how I remember stuff, and I'm still gonna use this. When I start training, I'm gonna use it. So try to keep everything fresh in your mind. You got this, because I overthought it and I thought I was gonna fail. And then when I came out, because like I said, I ran out of time, so I didn't have time to really go through all of the questions that I had marked, because I had a lot of questions marked that I thought I had got wrong. Okay, so I'm a very thorough person, so I was trying to go through them, but I had 1 minute left, and by the time I had 1 minute left, I said, you know what, if I fail, I'm gonna just pay the $200 to take it again. So I took the test. I ended it. I went out there, and the lady, okay, she scared me because I was so nervous. My heart was beating so fast. She scared me because she said, we can't really discuss what's on this paper, but here are your results. And when she said that, I was like, excuse me. I was trying not to cry. I was trying not to be too excited, you know, because all the people in there, everybody probably wasn't passing. But yeah, I passed and I was excited. So I want to come on here and let you guys know that I am taking a new step into my future. Okay, into my future. I passed the test. Now it's on and popping. I just got to have my baby. It's real. It's real. I'm so happy. I'm excited that I literally just got from taking the test like a few minutes ago, and I have to go. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, y'all. I am so happy I passed this test. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.